If you have been trying to lose weight and you haven't been successful, don't worry, you are not alone. As a fitness professional, I have helped hundreds of people achieve their weight loss goals. And one of the most common factors that I've seen in a lot of people is that there are certain pet foods that people just don't let go of. Now, this list is not exhaustive. There are still so many other foods out there that are probably bad for you. However, these are the most common foods that I've noticed that a lot of people have a problem letting go of. These foods are inherently bad in themselves if they are consumed in moderation, but the problem is when we eat these foods, our brain doesn't register it as food, so our body doesn't get full, and when we're not full, we consistently keep eating and therefore piling up the calories. And yes, it's really important to find a meal plan that is suitable for you, your goals, your body. However, there are certain foods that are inevitably not going to get you to your goals if you consistently have it as part of your regular diet. And exercise is very important. However, exercise is just a fraction of the work done. Your nutrition is the major component to whether or not you're going to see results. So in this video, I'm going to go over the 10 foods that you have to get rid of if you want to have success in your weight loss journey. So first on the list are soft drinks or sodas. Soft drinks are probably one of the worst things for you that a lot of people consume on a regular basis. Soda has a very strong association with weight gain, and from my research, 1 can of soda can put on about 10 pounds or 4.5 kilograms of weight on an average person in a year. And it has a lot of calories, which, like I said before, our brain doesn't recognize it as food, so it doesn't make you feel full. So you always have the tendency of craving more. Also, it's full of sugar, which can spike your body's insulin levels, making it even more difficult for you to lose weight. So this is always one of the first things that I tell my clients to cut out of their diet. So it's safer for you to just stick to drinking water when you're trying to lose weight. Next is white bread. And to me, white bread is almost the chewable version of a soft drink. When wheat is processed into white flour, they strip away most of the fiber and the nutrients that allow the grains to be digested slowly. So instead, it's converted quickly to sugar in our bodies and therefore increases our sugar levels. And because there isn't much fiber, we're more likely to eat more of it. And because of all of this, there's a subsequent spike in our insulin, which is our enemy when we're trying to lose weight. So if you're going to be eating bread, make sure you make it whole grain and still keep those portions low. If I absolutely want to eat bread, I always buy the Prozis lean bread, which is a much better alternative. I'll have this linked in my description for you guys. Number 3 is French fries and potato chips, and I am so sad to have this on the list because I absolutely love French fries. But any deep fried foods, for that matter, that are heavily saturated, it's something that you have to get rid of for the most part because a diet high on this adds inches to your waistline, and if you're trying to lose fat, this is something that you have to cut out. French fries and potato chips are very high in calories and are easily broken down and converted to sugar in the body and quickly could turn to fat. So there are so many studies that show that consuming French fries and potato chips are linked to weight gain, and one study that I found showed that potato chips may contribute to more weight gain per serving than any other food. Also, I have to add to this list fried plantain, puff puffs, and chin chin. I'm sorry for my Nigerians. However, I classify these as the same thing. The amount of oil that is required to deep fry these foods is so high that the calories that you consume just by eating these foods regularly can stop you from achieving fat loss and inevitably cause you to put on more weight. So I suggest finding healthier alternatives to enjoy your favorite foods. For example, I love plantain. However, I would use an air fryer to fry my plantains or to fry my fries instead, and this will eliminate a huge portion of unnecessary calories in your foods and you still get to enjoy them. Next are candy bars and chocolates and just sweets in general, and this really shouldn't even be considered as food, but for a lot of people, including myself, this is a very big temptation. And these of course are very unhealthy, and they are the perfect mix of sugar, refined flours, and oils, and there isn't really many other foods that could pack in as many calories in a small package as you would find in a candy bar. You'll find these in very strategic places in the store, so that when you're bored or hungry, or if you're standing in line, it's right there for you to grab. So as much as possible, try and stay away from these if you want to see progress in your fitness journey and on your weight loss journey. If you want to satisfy your sweet tooth and still keep it relatively healthy, I would recommend that you opt for protein bars. Number 5 oftentimes tricks a lot of people because they think it's healthy, and this is fruit juice. Fruit is a very great way to take care of a sweet tooth, and in moderation, it is a very healthy part of a diet, but most commercially available fruit juice isn't just juice. If you take your time and read the nutrition labels, you'll notice that there are a lot of added sugars that make this worse. But even if it's 100% juice, it can still hold you back when you're trying to lose weight, because when they're making these juices, they're usually getting rid of all the pulp, the fiber, and all the other things that come with the fruit itself that is actually good for you. And by so doing, this makes it easier for your body to absorb the sugars, which, like I mentioned before, in turn increases your insulin and it makes you gain weight, because you don't have all of that extra fiber, and the fiber is what keeps you full. And it's much easier to consume more calories than you would if you just ate the fruit itself. So if you're trying to shed a few pounds, it's better for you to either make your own fruit juices at home where you can regulate the ingredients yourself, or just stick to eating whole fruits. Number 6 are pastries like cookies and cakes, donuts, all these things. If you're trying to make progress in your weight loss journey, eating these kind of foods will not get you where you want to go. They're filled with a lot of sugar and flours and oftentimes oils that really get in the way of your goals. Many of the store-bought pastries are full of trans fatty acids and are also very harmful when it comes to cholesterol and heart disease. And one of the big problems these kinds of foods have is that they're so high in sugar and very low in nutrients, you're more likely to get hungrier faster after eating them. Next on the list is alcohol, and specifically beer. Beer is pretty much like soda or any other sugary drink. It contains a lot of carbohydrates, and just like everything else that I've mentioned today, it will increase your blood sugars, triggering the insulin response, and that will bring on the weight gain. So if you're trying to lose weight, you have to consider cutting back on your alcohol or skipping it altogether. Next is pizza, which is a guilty pleasure of mine. However, pizza is very high in calories and it's usually made from refined flours and processed meats. And because of that, it's easy to overeat. Pizza is just about the perfect combination of carbs and unhealthy fats and a lot of processed meat like pepperoni and sausages. And that is usually what gets us in a lot of trouble. So better options are sometimes the one with thin crust, or you're just better off making it at home with more whole grain, healthier toppings. Next is ice cream, and we all love to enjoy a nice bowl of ice cream here and again, but unfortunately it's not very healthy. It's super high in calories and high in sugar. Now, small amounts occasionally can be fine. However, the problem is that it's easy to eat a lot of ice cream in one sitting. So doing things like making your own ice cream and using less sugar and more natural ingredients can help. Also, you can serve it in a smaller bowl so that you keep your portions smaller. And the last one is something that gets a lot of people in trouble. If you want to lose weight, you have to avoid the high-calorie coffee drinks. So I'm sorry, you're going to fight me, but Starbucks is not your friend. Many coffee drinks contain excessive amounts of cream and sugar, which can significantly increase the total calorie content in each serving. If you're trying to lose weight, it's best to limit your consumption of these beverages or choose plain black coffee sweetened with a little bit of cream or milk, or you're just better off drinking black coffee. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you found this video helpful, and also share this video with somebody who really needs it, and I'll see you in my next one.